as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw it, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first, and pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it down to Geis. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys continue to pour it on.
Lug's pass complete to Paris Campbell.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Redskins 41.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go!
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there out of Geis. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Back to throw. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one fielded at the 5. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to...
And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Love. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Back to throw. Love. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on second down. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won.
Love's pass complete to number 87. Touchdown, Washington.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he's got it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing. Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mayfield on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Throwing to start the drive. Love. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me.